In this training module, we'd like to introduce you to the screens and look at how the system works. We'll tell you all about the gate access system. This is the primary screen that you'll use for both the guard system and the desk system. It's a touchscreen system, so it's designed so you don't have to have a keyboard or mouse. Everything's right in front of you. This gives you the opportunity to enter the building number, the cottage, the club, coast, spa, everywhere they're going. This is your final destination. This allows you to enter the unit number. That also counts for the club, the coast, the spa. It's where they're going. It's more than just the unit number. The next item that we're after is the departure. If it's a typical day, so somebody's coming to the coast or going to the club or the beach, you don't have to enter anything there. And the arrival date is already assumed as being today. So you can enter something there, but you don't have to. You really just have to say where they're going, then give us a departure date. And again, if it's a one day, you don't even have to mess with that. We're trying to calculate the number of guests. So just look in the vehicle. If you're at the guardhouse, look in, see how many you see. It's an estimate. It's not perfect. And if you're at the desk, simply ask them, how many people are in the vehicle with you? When you import the driver's license, all of that automatically appears on the screen. Now this process takes a few seconds, so I'll remind you, always import the license first. So put it in the machine, let it process while you're entering the unit number and the departure date and the number of people. That way it's simultaneously pulling the information off of the driver's license, and once you reach this point on the screen, it'll be ready to populate. As I told you earlier, we bring up the manager's information and the owner's information anytime you enter a particular unit number. Once you hit enter, you have to process the pass. You have to hit that red button in order to generate the barcode. So it gathers all of the data that you've just entered, presents it in a barcode fashion, and then prints it out for them. The way the system's designed is that we use license plate readers, one on each inbound lane, one on each outbound lane. So anytime a vehicle approaches the guardhouse, it creates a record in the database called a trip. Anytime they leave past the guardhouse again, it closes that trip. So now we know that this particular person came on property at this date and time, and they left the property at this date and time. So this is a workflow, and don't let this intimidate you. It's actually quite simple. We'll go through it step by step. So as I just said, anytime somebody comes in and we read a new license plate, it creates a trip. The rest of this workflow is how it examines the information it just received. So does that license plate match a pass that you've already created? If it does match a pass, it goes and checks the dates. Is it a current pass? If it's in date, it automatically opens the gate for you. So you don't have to do anything. That current guest is allowed on property without you having to do anything. If the pass is expired, it simply tells the guard about it, so you can make the decision as to what action to take. The next process that it looks at, if it doesn't match an existing visitor pass, then it looks to see if it's an owner or a staff member. And if it recognizes them as owner or staff member, it simply opens the gate. Again, you don't have to do anything. The software is doing this for you, so it checks all of that information. If it doesn't meet any of those classes, then it may be a vendor or a manager. If it does recognize them as a vendor or manager, then you still need to create a pass. We want to be able to badge those people, and the one piece of information that we have to input is what is their destination? What unit number are they going to work on? Then you can issue them a pass and open the gate. So if it didn't find a record in any of those databases, now we have a new guest. We have to do three things: scan their driver's license, and again, I'll continually remind you, scan it early so it can process the data while you're working on the rest of the information. input their destination, their departure date, and how many people are in the party. When you've done that, you can print the pass and open the gate. So anytime anybody exits, again, it closes the trip. So now we know everything we need to know about the person. We know when they arrived and when they departed. The system's designed with 4 workstations. They're all touch screens. We include a driver's license scanner, a QR scanner, and a thermal printer. There are actually 4 workstations. There are 2 at the front desk and 2 at the guard station. Now, the 2 at the guard station are just main and backup. You don't actually have 2 different processes going on at the same time. So I show you that because we're going to be able to split this into 2 different systems. And the training series will also split because the task behind each of those is a little bit different.